Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today's video we are going to be importing a car from Japan. Hello and welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be slightly different, a little bit different to what we normally do. So we are excited to announce that we're looking into importing a vehicle from Japan, and we wanted to share this journey with you. I've always considered importing a car from Japan. I've never actually done it within the 20 odd years of being around Japanese performance cars. It's something that's never sort of been in my forefront of the business model, I suppose. But now we're getting to a point, as you've probably seen on our social media channels, that we deal with a lot of rusty cars, whether it's a Nissan or a Mitsubishi. You know, we're finding it very, very hard now to find good, solid cars in the UK. So there's been lots of cars obviously imported over the years, but I think it's time now that we're going to have to start doing it ourselves to find some really nice examples. So one of the main reasons for doing this was because I've got a bit of a soft spot for a certain vehicle, which I've had many years ago, but I was looking to find another one in the UK, and to be honest I couldn't find a good one. And it's a very similar story across the board with all the Mitsubishis and the Skylines, etc. So I guess I got to a point where I was needing to basically bring one in from abroad because of the condition of the cars here. So the main thing holding me back, I guess, was the contact in Japan. So I've never ever imported a car. I don't have any contacts out there until now. The way I found this contact was through a very good business friend of Auto Talk. So we deal with lots of obviously part suppliers all around the world, and this one particular guy I've been working with for over 20 years, and he's been working with this gentleman in Japan who imports car parts for him. So they've been working together for 20 odd years as well. And I contacted my guy and I said, do you know anyone who I can import a car through? Someone you trust, someone you've used before, someone that, you know, you don't mind giving you money to and hoping the car's going to turn up, essentially. That was always my biggest concern, and I guess it is for a lot of people, is actually having that, you know, that person out there. So yeah, after having a conversation with him, he was very kind to give me his contact. So trying to find a car in Japan was obviously new to me, so I did the typical Google search, used performance cars in Japan, and it came up with 101 websites. I scrolled through a load of them, found something I liked the look of, looked genuine and looked like it had a good selection of cars. So it was essentially like an Auto Trader but in Japan. So it's not the most cost-effective way of buying a car out there or importing a car, but I needed to basically browse the cars and have a look and see what was out there, really. So this was like a first point before anything to do with any auctions. So my intention was never to buy a car from the auction, because I haven't got that set up yet. So it was basically going in for beginner entry level and finding a website and finding a car. So that's what I did, and I found this really good website actually, Fuji Cars Japan. Okay, so this is the website I came across, and as you can see, it's got lots of different categories for anything from camper vans to classic cars to sports cars. You can search your vehicle you want in there, which is what I did, and then you're given a list of everything that falls into that category. So as you can see, there's loads of Japanese performance cars on here. For example, I'll just click on this one here. It's an Evo 8 MR. So it tells you the price. So this is not an auction, it's basically like like an Auto Trader. It's like basically all the trade sites go to this one site and you can find your vehicle on it. So it gives you a price, gives you the mileage, gives you if it's had any crash damage. There's a brief description of the car there, and then there's a whole array of photos inside and out. So it gives you a good idea of what you're getting into. And then some more details at the bottom about what equipment it's got. So yeah, that's basically how I found the car on this website, and the options were to either go directly through this website and go through their motions, because they do offer shipping, exporting, offer, you know, all the process from going from Japan to the UK, including paying all the taxes, etc. But obviously I didn't know these guys, and I didn't want to put my trust in someone and my money into someone I didn't know. So this is where the contact comes in play from Japan. Okay, so yeah, we found the car. It's the perfect thing I was looking for, really good example. And the next hurdle is obviously getting the car to the UK, which is a big part of it. obviously. So the contact I've got now, he is logistically a little bit far away from this car. So this website where I found the car is in the south of Japan, and my contact is up in Yokohama, which is the north of Japan. And there is probably a, quote me if I'm wrong, but a 5 or 6 hour drive between the two. So the car's got to get transported and it's got to get paid for and bought. So this is where my contact comes in, and this is what he does and what he specialises in, along with the export of the car. So then I contacted him. He then contacted the company selling the car, and he basically did the deal on the car and purchased the car on my behalf. Once that was done, the car then was transported from their site up to Yokohama to his site, for him to then get it ready for export. Okay, so now the car is at my contact's yard. He's got a bit of a garage and a ramp, etc. So I've asked him for a few additional bits of information, a few additional bits, photos. I wanted to see the underside of the car, obviously, because that's why we're buying it from Japan, to make sure it's solid and clean. So yeah, very kindly he got it up in the air, got some more photos of the underside, gave me a bit of a video around the car inside, engine bay, engine running, and reported any little bits that he'd found on the car to me. So that was a nice personal service, and that obviously I knew the car was in his safe hands. And then, like I say, he was then getting it ready to export. So he did all the paperwork start to finish and got the car ready for the boat, and he also got the date. He gave me a couple of different options where I wanted it to come into the UK, obviously all the different ports around the UK where it could have come to, and what sort of date I wanted. So I mean, you don't have a great deal of options on the dates. You're basically given a window of time. The date I bought the car was mid-November. It's now mid-December, and he's done all that process and he's booked the boat. So the boat was booked mid-December, and it's now officially on the boat. It's the 18th of December now. It was on the boat about a week ago, and he's given me an expected landing time of mid-February. So the whole process is a few months, basically. So now, yeah, I can do no more but wait, and really looking forward to seeing the car in the flesh and getting it back here. So since I've done the deal with this gentleman, I've obviously been talking about business and talking about other options to getting cars over here for people like yourselves watching this video if you're interested in exporting a car, or importing a car, sorry. And it's something I want to offer because I'm very passionate about it, and I'm very aware that cars in the UK are deteriorating quite rapidly. So I'm going through a process with him, looking into auctions. He's very kindly set us up with an auction key, so you can only do that if you're got an inside bit of knowledge and got the contacts out there to be able to do that. So he's shipped a USB dongle, which is an auction key. You basically put that into your computer, download the software, and log into the program, and I'll show you that now. Okay, so this is the website, which is giving us like exclusive access to all the auctions. On the screen at the moment, I've got up a few cars here that are actually sold. So I've just chose the Skyline GTR, the R34 at the moment. Just having a little look, and it's quite a nice user-friendly website. You can obviously convert it all to English, and along the top here you can see the date when it was sold. So that's like one sold just last week, or a couple of weeks ago, 28th of November. In Tokyo, blue Skyline, 13 million yen. This is a grade 3.5 on this short sheet here, and then it's done 50 kilometers. So you can get all the details as you would expect. Loads of pictures. I'll just have a little scroll through. A lot of Bayside Blue ones up here. It's quite interesting to see what they actually sell for an auction. So just having a look at this example here. This is a really nice car. So it's a Bayside Blue, grade 4.5, so the highest, cleanest car you can buy. And it's only got 40,000 kilometers on it. And this car sold in auction for 18.9 million yen, which is roughly £92,000, which is a lot of money, but it is still considerably cheaper than what you could buy that car for here. So essentially there is still some good deals to be had for sure out there on these Japanese imported cars. So it's really the reason why I wanted to get onto the auctions, to be able to see these, see what's out there for one, and also to see the prices. So I knew the market has changed massively on these Japanese imports, but it's probably not the market it used to be 10 years ago. But there's definitely a market for it, because, like I said previously at the start of the video, the main reason I want to get into it is to supply customers good, solid, genuine cars, which, like I say, they're few and far between, unfortunately, over here now with all the corrosion issues. But yeah, hopefully there will be some nice solid cars still out there, so that's what I'm hoping with our import anyway. So yeah, this is going to be something for the future, something to come back to once we get R1 imported, learn the processes, know exactly what it costs to get the car landed. Obviously paying the auction price is one thing, but actually paying the taxes and getting it over here is another thing. So throughout this process, I wanted to show and share this journey with you, and I will be explaining the costs of each process and each bit of the way, from putting it into a container to paying the tax when it lands in the UK and registering the car here. So all a bit of a learning curve, like I say, at the moment, but yeah, I'm so far enjoying the journey and look forward to car landing. So that concludes the video for this one. The next update is going to be on the car landing, so it's going to be a couple of months away now. So mid-February we'll be hopefully receiving the car's going to come into the port, and we'll do a video of us going down there and collecting the car and then bringing it back to the workshop to inspect and have a good look over it to see what we've bought. So yeah, I think that's about it for now. So hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.